Good morning, everybody. Starting today, we have some new rules about screening letters and transmissions before airing them on the podcast.
Sorry to cut you off, Producer Ryan, but there's an incoming telepathic connection. It feels really urgent and angry. Relaying the transmission now.
Wait, are we already broadcasting?
We sure are. Sorry, but I can't stop talking. It's out of my control. Something, haven't read the manual yet.
Since when have you ceased speaking?
Dear Jeannie, I heard your recent episode in which my wielder sought your advice on how to deal with me, the almighty Garvak, Sword of Wrath. I don't quite think she realizes how lucky she, and by proxy her party, are to have found me. I am thousands of years old. I have slayed beings whose races have long since been completely forgotten. Have you heard of the Clerophones, an ancient warrior race who would demoralize opponents by urinating on their own beards before battle and rubbing them on their enemies? No? Well, I saw them emerge and die out. In spite of this, that friggin' tool had the audacity to try to name me Runelord Bane like some kind of puppy. She refuses to acknowledge my superiority, but more importantly, she doesn't understand the importance of ridding the world of abominations. She and her party believe in taking forever to plan an attack in the safest way possible, despite the fact that all attacks inevitably turn into clusterfucks in one way or another. Oh, sure, I took control of my wielder's body that one time, and sure, the barbarian almost died, but it's no different from any of the times that party took forever to plan an attack and things still went south. They clearly did not understand the point I was trying to illustrate. Now, the party is so close to the end of their journey that I can taste the blood of my intended target on my blade. I don't want to wait any longer. Forget going the safe way. We need to destroy Kozog now. I may have taken the liberty of subliminally influencing the Inquisitor to try to find the most direct path recently. Oh man, that was fun. The thief got swallowed by a giant two-headed lizard. It's okay, they cut him out. But now, I fear there will be no way of further hastening their journey to my victory. You know, I've heard stories of a legendary warrior who would not suffer any of this safety over planning nonsense. I believe he was called Leroy Jenkins. Now there's a fellow willing to get a job done. Perhaps you know of a way I could get in touch with him. I could leave this party, and he and I can share in the glory. If that's not possible, then how do I get these mooks to stop overthinking and just let me do my damn job? Sincerely, Mightier than the pen.
Dear Mightier than the pen, your pun does not escape me, and I find your thirst for killing understandable. However, people are lame and they need time to plan their adventures if they intend to survive them. The issue is that as smart as you are, your drive to get the job done is clouding your judgment, leading to frankly a bit of stupidity of thought and some dumb actions from your own account. Perhaps it's not just your wielder that's the issue here. The bond between a sword and its wielder goes both ways. It takes compromise, which is a hard burden for an enchanted object such as yourself. However, there is something to be said for fate, and you must trust that your fate is truly in the correct hands, for your destinies are tied to each other. As for Leroy Jenkins, I'm afraid he lives in another realm, and he's also rather dumb. So while you might be able to control him, and that's not a guarantee, this act would likely change your fate, and his. I do not recommend it. My advice is to make an effort to connect with your wielder without taking over their body and see what happens. Good luck!
So, in summary, you're saying just be friends? Okay. That was the 33rd episode of Popular Person Problems with Jeannie the Giant Killer, brought to you by Intervision Entertainment and What Happens After 2 a.m. Got a letter for Jeannie? Shoot her a message at JEANNIE@intervisionentertainment.com. For more shenanigans with Jeannie and the rest of the gang at Intervision, please hit up our website at intervisionentertainment.com, or better yet, help take the struggle out of struggling artists by becoming a visionary through patreon.com.
Well, it looks like I need to see a lich about a sword. I expect you to read that manual by the time I get back, Steven, or I'm letting Snappy adjust your software.
Sounds sensational.
It sounds like I better get to reading. I wonder if other animated interns ever have to deal with this.